Howdy folks, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today we want to show you guys or talk about venting weep screeds. This is a weep, W-E-E-P, or it's called a drip screed, D-R-I-P. What does that mean? That means for stucco in 1980 they came out with these. You put them on the mudsill. Say for example, what we're going to do here today. I came and I looked at this. I said, let me guess. You had a sliding glass door here and a step down, and you replaced it with the window. And they said, gee, how do you know that? I said, well, I could see it. I could see the texture change around here where the last guys tied in. They did a fabulous job. I mean, that's as well as we can do, if not better. But what they didn't do really well was they came over here and they put the weep screed. Again, a weep screed is designed for three functions. It gives us something to stop. It gives an expansion. It allows the rain to go through the stucco. That's a color coat. That's another story. And hit the paper, and the paper goes over the weep screed and weep or drip out harmlessly onto the foundation. I mean, the foundation can get wet all day long. That can be underwater. It's not going to hurt it. But what these guys did do that wasn't real kosher, it wasn't too thought out. That's why we're here, because in light of a deeper knowledge, we do see things that other folks may miss. Okay, you see right here, they covered this vent with a weep screed. They did a bunch of weird stuff. I'm going to find out what this is in a minute. We're going to remove this flashing here, and I could tell, I'd say the step was here 20 years ago, because that's 20 years of rust. How many times have I seen rust, and I can kind of determine, you guys can get an idea of rust, and just by looking at it, this is at least 20 years old. So they had a concrete step here, and they did a real good job when they did that, because they put metal behind it. You can't put paper. The paper will deteriorate. So they got the metal behind it, protecting the mudsill. And so what we're going to do is we're going to remove all this stuff here and tie it in so that cosmetically it looks good and it'll be up to code. And the last thing you guys want to do is cover a vent. Why? I'll tell you. Because if you cover all the vents on a house, say found underneath the house, it'll get mold. Why? Because there's no airflow. If there's no airflow, then when the dirt or it gets wet down there or moist, it could, and usually does, create mold. If it creates mold underneath the house, how's that going to affect you if you're in the house? Well, mold travels everywhere. It'll come out, it won't come out there because that vent is covered, but it'll come out over here on some days. And when you inhale, say, mold or mildew, it kind of gives you the effect that you feel ill. You don't feel yourself. You feel, man, what happened? It was a burrito I ate this morning. That's beating me up. It's the mold. Again, what we're going to do, I don't want to get off track, is give them some proper venting there and place this weep screed where it needs to be. Let me see. We've had like 10 days of rain. If you look over there, that mountain is saturated. It's saturated with rain, and the folks say, well, gee, what if it rains today? I thought, well, we'll just get rained out. That means we're going to get in our truck, go to a restaurant and have some lunch and come back another day. It's been raining 10 days on and off. Even if it did rain, we got 2.5 feet of overhang. Will we get a little wet? My brother Lou may get wet because he's out mixing and stuff like that. Anyhow, we're going to take this off and look at what we have here. So far as what I can see is here's the mudsill. You guys probably can't see this, but once we remove all this, we'll show it to you. The mudsill. The weep screed hangs on the mudsill, this 3.5-inch flange. So it hangs on the mudsill, so it should be about right here. And this way, we can unclog that vent there. What we're going to do now, we're going to do the nasty work of removing all this. Once it's all removed, we could see what the heck we're up against. I'll show you another thing, guys. Venting. Now, they've got the vents here, like these guys right here. And these are correct vents, but are they the best? Not really, but majority of homes do have these. This, you put the vent on here, and this serves as a stop for the stucco because it comes out 7/8 of an inch. The netting stops the bees, the wasps, and things like that. Here's what I tell folks. If you go with this, you still have the netting on the inside, but now you have louvers so that when rain hits it, it just comes down. And plus, this will stop squirrels, raccoons, rats, and things from coming in. This, once you got a hole in it, guys, say you're mowing your lawn and you kick it, you put a hole in this, then the rats can come and stuff like that. So if you can put this kind of vent in, we're going to change that one over there and install this guy right here. Anyhow, we're going to get to the busy, noisy, dusty, toxic work of removing all this to see what the heck we got, and we'll show you that part as we go. All right, guys, I'll give you another valuable tip. Wear some kind of glasses, any kind, sunglasses, reading glasses, but the stuff goes all over the place and it gets in your eyelashes, real drag. And wear some earplugs. We go through a box of 10,000 staples once a month, but I used to go through a box in a day. And here, that's loud. This ear no longer hears well because of that. So wear earplugs, ear protection. My buddy Mark Fowler from SMA Magazines said, why don't you talk about some of the toxicities of stucco? And there's a lot of them. And I think, man, I don't want to get negative, but wear protection, guys. I've never worn much, and I'm suffering today because of it. Anyhow, I'll show you a secret weapon why we can come here and do all this. And by the way, guys, if you got stucco that needs to be torn off, any kind of light sheetrock or carpentry, call Jay. I hate taking stucco off houses. In fact, I refer others to do it. But Jay will take this kind of weep screeds and foundation vents all day long. In fact, he's got like at least 10 more days on different houses to do this. I said, I'll be doing something different. All right, guys, I'll show you the secret weapon why we can go twice as fast as the majority of people who do this. I was here looking at this. She said, how many days? I said, well, we may be able to do it in a day. And if we can't, we come the next day and do it. And that secret weapon is this truck. Now, this truck got double-sized boxes. We got everything we need for anything. This is not your typical truck, guys. A typical truck, the boxes are about 1 foot wide. These are 2 feet wide. So we can put a lot of stuff in this truck. We got a custom rack, so we can put a lot of stuff in that. This was made in Canada. Good luck if you try to find a truck with boxes this wide. You have to go up to the 550. Anyway, Lou's going to mix us some wall. That's a quick setting cement, guys, or stucco. It sets in about 15 to a half hour. So if you're not sure how to use it, just get another type of stucco that you do the scratch coat and then come back for the brown. But we are experts. We've got 30 years in this stuff, guys, on how much accelerators or retardants to put in. So we're going to knock that out and scratch and brown that, then texture it and get out of here. Now what I'm trying to do first is get the joint, because we got to defy gravity and get it to stick under there. So a lot of pressure, guys. Get under there. You see how it keeps coming down? That just means the mud is a little loose. Well, it's a little loose, a little stiff. We're working. Get in there. Come on now. Get in there. All right. We may get rained out. I mean, you guys get rained out when you work for somebody and you think, cool, I got to go home. Or when it's your own job, you think, man, I hope it don't rain. I remember we were union way back 30, 40 years ago, and we would pray for rain, thinking, man, even if we needed the money, we just wanted to go home. Anyway, I think we're going to need one more bucket. I got a burrito in the car or the truck, so I'm thinking, put this on, give it time to set, and have lunch. Anyway, next time you see me, guys, we are going to be putting a finish coat on this. I think I could almost match this texture with this, but this is going to need at least 20 minutes to set. So we'll see you in 20 minutes, or a blink of an eye for you guys. We made it. Yeah, we got a little rained on, but nothing we couldn't handle. Lou, on the other hand, got the worst of it. He says, man, it's raining. I'm getting soaked. I thought, better you than me. Where's Waldo, guys? We said we were going to do something here, and we couldn't do it. Wondering if anybody can catch it. Sometimes people catch things, and I think, man, you got an eagle eye. How'd you see that? Anyway, foundation vents. They keep the underneath the house mold and mildew free. They're necessary. Anybody would know what attic vents are used for? Why are they so necessary? Attic vents? I'll tell you, just in case you don't know, since I'm on the old vent issue today, say you have a 25-year roof and you don't have attic vents and you're in a hot area. Now that 25-year roof will have paper down first, and without attic vents, that attic will heat up and the paper will be just like if it's in an oven. It'll bake, guys. It'll become so brittle that a 25-year roof could be a 10-year roof. A 50-year roof could be a 25-year roof. So attic vents are pretty important to save the life of your roof. These foundation vents, again, they're pretty important too, to keep the house from molding underneath, getting mildew and all that stuff. Anyway, what I'm doing now is just texturing it. I'm using the same material they use to texture it. This is a good way to see how to texture, guys, because I'm going over a different color. I tried to show how to texture before using the same color. Doesn't work real well. Okay, take a little bit and just kind of let the wall drag it off. All I'm doing is I'm barely holding it, guys. I'm letting it balance, just a couple fingers, putting it on here and just balancing it, guys. Let the wall drag it off. Let the wall drag it off. You miss an area, go back and hit it. It's not a big deal. All right, and since I don't want to, I'm moving towards my right. Since I don't want to come back here, I'm going to knock this down now. Knock it down just means they knock theirs down. So I'm going to take this trowel and go here, knock it downtown. All right, beautiful, beautiful, that matches. Okay, a little bit left here. Oh yeah, nothing to it if you know how to do it. All right. Let's see. I should have enough on here. Okay, a tad more. Blam. All right, guys. A little bit, just match what they have. Tie it in, guys. Without the finish work, it certainly wouldn't be worthwhile doing. This is called feathering in. We're feathering in the texture. Oh, tramp, get off me. All right. one last thing. Right there. Okay. Here we go. A little bit on the bottom there. Just keep on keeping on. Happy little truffles. Man, tiny bit more. Okay. Sometimes, guys, you look back and you see an area that don't look perfect or match. Go back over it. There we go. Didn't match perfectly. All right. Home stretch, guys. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. When you guys get some of this stuff or you need stucco broken out, call Jay. He does it anyway. Anyhow, guys, all our information is in the description. On this particular one, you really want to see weep screeds and why they're necessary. I'll put 2 or 3 more videos we've done in the past that don't have the stucco on it, but explain a weep screed in more detail. In fact, we got a lot of foundation videos also. You just have to type in redoing stucco videos, and those videos will come up. Or type in weep or drip screed, and those videos will come up. My name is Kirk. Jason, my son, on the camera. We thank you guys for watching, and as usual, we'll see you on the next one.
All right, folks, as always, we want to thank you all for watching. We really appreciate your questions and comments. Please let us know if there's anything you'd like to learn about. And as always, from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one. Okay, well, we're never going to get better than that, so...